Hey everybody, Barry with Christenson Transportation. Today I wanted to talk about not repeating the same repair issue and over. Let's say, I'll give you a little scenario. You wake up and your tire's flat, and you go air it up, and it goes flat again, and you air it up, and it goes flat again. You haven't fixed the problem. The symptom was no air, but the problem was you got a hole in your tire and you got to go get it fixed. Well, we've been having a rash of this similar behavior, but it's all around batteries. And the one thing I know about batteries is unless you've left your lights on and you know you've done something to drain that battery, it's not going to fix itself. So we see repeated issues in our night notes and in our maintenance department of truck had to get a jump start. 2 days later, truck gets another jump start. We keep paying for jump starts, but we haven't addressed the issue or the cause of the jump start. So when we do our leases at Christenson, we take a certain cents per mile, and that's to cover normal wear and tear. Wearing your tires out over time, wearing parts out over time, wearing brakes out over time. That's normal. But when we get into not airing our tires up when we ruin them and riding the brakes or whatever it may be, we don't account for those expenses, and we can't pay for it out of the money we take per mile to cover the truck. That's normal oil changes and normal wear. Therefore, we're not responsible for those things. If you don't take care of your equipment and you ruin $5,000-$6,000 in tires in half the time you're supposed to, you're going to pay that difference. And jump starts seems to be the thing that keeps occurring over and over. Is there's something causing your truck. If it's not a battery, it's a charging issue or cables or something. But getting jump starts is never going to solve your problem unless you're the one person that says, no, I left everything on and left the key switch on and woke up and it was dead. Okay, that may happen. But unless you've done that and you know you've done that, then we need to go directly to a repair facility to get the truck diagnosed so we don't keep doing these things, because you're not going to want to pay for jump starts any more than Christenson wants to pay for jump starts over and over. We pay the first one and then we go get it fixed. So make sure you're thinking, I need to go. And it's something we're teaching the maintenance department too. You need to set up an RO the moment you get a jump start that says this truck is supposedly headed to a shop to get checked. And then when we get up the next day and we see that that's still an open work order, we have to direct the truck to a shop. So help us out, help yourself out, because we can't continue to foot the bill for these. We're all grown-ups, we all have responsibilities, and we're all going to be held accountable. So help yourself out, understand, just like if your breaker at home in your fuse box keeps blowing, it's not the breaker, it's what's causing that. So you got to address the problem, not the symptom. So keep that in mind. Be smart, be a successful owner-operator. Don't throw your money out the door. That's the thing with this is everybody's going to have expenses, but you can minimize those expenses. And if you don't minimize expenses, that's coming directly out of your pay. So you will feel the hurt from it. So help yourself out. Let's maintain these things. Let's do normal wear and tear, but let's also keep up with our equipment and understand that we've got to get things addressed. There's never a good time to address it. And I see people show up here and you came in for one issue and then you've got this laundry list. Well, don't get a laundry list. Let's get it addressed when it happens. That way we don't have further damage to whatever the issue is. Sometimes you'll have one thing and it creates downstream problems, and we're here to try to avoid that. So let's be smart. Let's play the game. And the biggest thing I can tell you is ask questions. Nobody is born being an owner-operator. Nobody's born being a mechanic. Use the people that have dealt with this over and over and over and get their advice. So don't be afraid to ask questions. But the moment you have an issue, let's get it addressed. Thank you, and thanks for being at Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck. On a side note, I'm done with football for the year. We moved on to basketball, so all is good.